Welcome to Mondays with Maury, me, Maury Yovington of Morph. Transform into you, where I help you feel safe and seen in your body. If this is the first time you're watching me live, welcome to my world. I'm so honored that you're here. And if you've been watching me for a while, say hi so I can acknowledge you and thank you for being here and supporting me. So, I don't know if you just saw the reel I made about how much I suck at social media, but I kind of woke up with this morning because I realized this weekend we went away for a weekend with our family. It was like a spontaneous getaway. And throughout the whole time we were in different, you know, we saw different waterfalls and beautiful scenery. And the whole time in my head, I was like, oh, I should take a picture of this. Oh, I should post this up and make a reel of it. Oh, I should, make a post out of this. I kept having these ideas and thoughts coming in through my head while I was on this vacation. And I realized that the backside of it was like, oh, I really suck at this. Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I take a picture of it? Why didn't I share it? Why didn't I go on the stories? I was literally badgering myself for not doing it. And in reality, throughout this weekend, I also had a session with a client on Sunday. And the curious thing was, and I'm going to share with you about the session I had with her, but her session was so transformational and so powerful, and the results she got were so powerful that I realized that it's true, on this social media world and with everything that we're doing especially for me as a business owner, right? This is what you guys see on the other end. This is what you respond to. But what you don't see and what you don't respond to is all the magic that happens behind the scenes. And you don't realize what goes on in the background. And I realize that so many of us do this. We focus on what we suck at, and we let that be the guide instead of focusing on what we are amazing at and let that be the guide. Because what I realized was, yes, when I'm doing this work, you won't see what I don't do unless I talk about it, unless I share about it. You won't connect to the energy of it unless I show up. But that doesn't define what I do and how I do it. And that doesn't resonate for you of the level of change and transformation that you can receive if you choose to. So even though I didn't share a lot of what happened that weekend, or even the week before, it was my daughter's 10th. She turned 10. There was a lot of celebration that went on with that. I didn't really share a lot of that stuff because I do feel like there's some things that I don't want to share. And I'm allowed to do that, and it's not mine to share. And so I don't. But what I want to share with you is this story. I was working with my client, and I'm going to give you a little backstory. She was having some stuff going on with her father. It's been like 2 years. He was really sick. He almost died. And then he decided not to die, and he decided to stay. And when he decided to stay, it was almost like a different spirit kind of walked in. And in the spiritual world, this is called walk-ins, where you're feeling really low vibration, and walk-ins can walk in. Spirits can come in and kind of take over. And this sounds maybe a little crazy or woo-wee, but if you want to know more about that, just DM me fall-ins or walk-ins, and I'll talk to you about it in more depth. But what happens was he wasn't being himself after this experience. He was a completely different person. And she was kind of disconnecting from him, and she didn't know what was going on. And he wouldn't call her, he wouldn't talk to her, he wouldn't respond to her. He really, really changed. And what ended up happening was that we had a session, and we released some stuff, and we released the energy, and we shifted things. And he called her right after our session. Okay, he hadn't called her in 2 years. She was the one calling him. She was the one doing all the effort. And he called her right after the session. He left a message, and then she ended up calling him back, and they actually had a really good 1 hour long conversation. And so this is such an evidence for me. Every time my clients have these wins and things show up for them, when they choose them, when they choose to heal them, when they choose to work on the blocks, to relieve the beliefs that are blocking them, to choose to be aware of what is really stopping you, because this is what's happening, right? What's happening is you have so many beliefs running in the background, so many programs running in the background that are just preventing you from really being in your energy, in your source, in your power. So what can you do today to choose more of you, to gain more awareness into what it is that makes you feel strong, makes you feel powered, what it is that's stopping you from choosing to be you, and not focusing on what you suck at, focusing at what you're amazing at, because those programs are just stopping you. So here's what I want you to do, and I want you to play with this. Sit down and make a list. Make a list of everything you suck at. Literally, sit down and write it down. I suck at. And write 10 things, anything that's coming up for you. Anything that's coming up for you that you feel that you suck at. Okay? And after you do that, pay attention. How much do you focus on these things? Do you feel like they're stopping you? Do you feel like they're blocking you? This is a really quick way to realize what programs are running in the background, the things that you are focusing on that are keeping you stuck. Okay, so if you start writing, like for me, I wrote, I suck at social media. That's why I have the most amazing assistant in the world. The most amazing VA, Haley, which I love. And she's amazing. And so if you need help with your stuff, reach out to her. But I want you to focus on the things that you feel you suck at, because those are the things that you're putting your attention on instead of the things that you're really great at. So after you write everything you suck at, not on, everything you suck at, then I want you to make a list of the things that you're amazing at. What are you so good at? Are you an amazing listener? Do you love to sleep in? Are you really good at yoga? Are you really good at connections? What are the things that you're amazing at? And how can you create more of that? Okay? So that is your home play for this week. A list of 10 things that you suck at. A list of 10 things that you're amazing at. Look at the things that you suck at.
I don't know that one.
Look at the things that you suck at. And pay attention to where your energy is going. I love it. Alexa was like, I don't know that one. I don't suck at anything. That's so funny. Okay, so take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. Release everything this is bringing up for you, because when we talk about limitations, when we talk about things we suck at, when we talk about negativity, it brings up the energy. So just release that energy. Be aware that this is how we bring up awareness. Bring aware that this is how you actually allow the clearing. Be aware that this is actually how you can release the things that are keeping you stuck and blocked, and just let them go, because holding on to it doesn't serve you. And the thing is that the more we hold on to it, the more stuck we feel. So it becomes this giant stuckness ball of grossness that we carry with us. So what if you didn't have to do that? What if you could just release it, let it go, realize that you're an amazing being, you're an amazing creator, you create everything around you. And whatever it is that you believe you suck at is somebody else's superpower. So what is your superpower? What are you here to share with us? What are you here to share with the world? What are you here to shine and let through? And do it. Do it. And don't let the things that you feel like you're not the best in stop you. Because that's what we focus on. So no more focusing on that. Okay? Have an amazing, amazing week. If you are in America and you're celebrating 4th of July freedom. Oh, that's another interesting concept we'll talk about at a different time. I wish you an amazing week. Whatever it is that you do, make sure you suck at it royally. And then make sure that you realize how amazing you truly are. I adore you, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye.